Yeah, we had a home invasion this morning.
Oh,
That's crazy.
A friendly home invasion
Oh, by a dog.
by a couple dogs.
oh.
Sounds like a dream to me.
Yeah, yeah. A friendly home invasion.
Oh, by a dog.
Oh, wait, by a couple dogs. I gotta turn off the. Hit it! Here we go! You know it! You know it! Hello and welcome to You Know It, the game show that's bringing people together 2 clues at a time. Today we have 4 of the best contestants that ever walked the face of the earth. We have Karen and Janelle and Laura and David. And today we have a special episode. It's all about dogs and cats. When I came up with this idea, or whoever came up with this idea, maybe it wasn't me, I thought, how am I going to write questions about dogs and cats? And I started writing questions about dogs and cats, and I couldn't stop. So I'm very excited to expose all of these questions to you. Before we start, I do have to tell a story that I teased to the contestants about what happened this morning. So today we're going to do dogs and cats. This morning we had a home invasion of dogs in our house. Our neighbors have 3 beautiful huskies, and they know how to get over the fence. Now, recently, I changed where our gate was, so they used to get out of their property and leave. They just would, wander around. They didn't run very far, even though they're huskies, because they're, pretty smart. But they came into this our backyard, and we have 2 dogs, and these dogs know each other, luckily, because these huskies, these beautiful huskies, came into our house and wandered around as our dogs barked at them, but didn't, there wasn't, anyway, it was very, very, very funny, very, very strange. So I ran downstairs. Shelley was on a Zoom call at work. I ran downstairs, had a towel around, I was naked, and everybody at her work saw me naked. So it's just a really exciting.
This just gets better and better.
Yeah, you buried the lead.
I know.
Elevating the Zoom experience.
So enough about me. How are you? No, now is not the time to talk about that. We're just going to dive right into the game. We can talk as we play. So the game is very simple. Basically, when it's your turn, you choose one of your opponents. You challenge them with one of these topics here. If they get it right, they get the points. If they get it wrong, then you get the points. And everybody has a chance to steal by saying, I know it, at least once. If everybody uses their steal, then everybody gets to steal back. The mystery question is always worth double. The point values go up from 10, 20 to 30 as we go through the game. I'll let you know when it happens. And without any further ado, let's introduce some of the people who are playing. David Barron is originally from New York. He's a technology TV kind of executive up until soon, in which he'll become an unemployed gadfly. Janelle Riley writes about entertainment. She just told me where she's from, but I've forgotten. But she lives in Los Angeles. Well, where?
Oregon.
Oregon. That's right. I knew that. Oregon. David is from Long Island. You're from Oregon. Karen is from Kansas City originally, but lived here, and she's a movie producer, and she produces documentaries and feature films. And Laura is from, where are you from, Laura?
Half Moon Bay, California.
Half Moon Bay, California. I believe she lives in Los Angeles now. Is that right?
Yes, that's true.
And one of the things that she does, we'll talk about it later, but she's very involved in helping out dogs and cats who are in shelters and so forth. So we're very excited about that. Very excited to have you all here. And lovely disembodied voice. Let's take a look at the topics.
John, tonight's topics are real dogs, real cats, fictional cats, places, the easy question, the mystery question, which is worth double points, other animals, presidents, musicians, theater, and art.
That was lovely and disembodied as usual. Thank you very, very, very much. The easy question is very easy. It might be slightly harder than it normally is, which means that it's very, very easy instead of very, very, very easy. Karen, you're going first.
Mm-hmm.
So you pick one of these topics and challenge one of your opponents with it.
Okay. I'm going to pick presidents.
Oh.
Who is that? And I'm going to challenge Janelle.
Oh no, I have no poker face.
All right. So David and Laura, you could both steal this by saying, I know it. Janelle, which president had a cat named Socks? A
know
dog
it.
named, who said that? David?
Yes,
David, what is it?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. David has successfully used his steal. He gets those 10 points, and it is his turn. David, let's
I
take a
actually
look at
knew
the
that
topic.
one.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to pick art,
Mhm.
and I'm going to challenge Laura.
All right, Laura. So Janelle and Karen can steal.
Okay.
David can't steal because he's the challenger and he is used to steal. This is a visual question.
Okay.
So what artist is pictured here and painted this?
Oh, Rockwell.
That is correct. Very good. 10 points for Laura. Janelle, Riley, it is now your turn. Let's take a quick
okay.
look at the remaining topics. I'm going a little bit too fast for Tristan, so I'll talk slower. Art has been used. Go ahead.
Let's do real cats. And let's go with David since he stole my points.
Yeah,
All
get it.
right.
Steeler.
Yeah. All right, so Janelle, it's your turn, so you can't steal, but Karen and Laura, you can steal real cats. All right, David. What breed of cat was first mentioned in the Tamra Meow, a book of poems about cats written in Thailand about 500 years ago?
Siamese.
David, did you say what?
I said Siamese.
Siamese is the correct answer. Rare in Thailand, but it's the 5th most popular breed in the United States. The Siamese cat. Very, very good. David's out to win, not to scare everybody or make him the butt of everybody trying to get him. Laura, it is now your turn.
Okay. Cool. I have to now I pick something and then I challenge somebody else to it.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to challenge KTJ to musicians.
All right, musician. All right, David is used to steal, so only Janelle could steal. Musicians. For Karen. Karen,
Yes.
what name is shared by the character Ariana Grande played in 2 Nickelodeon series and the writer and singer now known as Yusuf Islam, who sang?
Oh, I know it.
Oh, Janelle is stealing it. What is it, Janelle?
Cat.
Cat is correct. Cat Valentine and Cat Stevens. Very, very good. All right.
Look at that.
Karen, it is now your turn. The values of the questions are now up to 20 points each.
Okay. Waiting for the board. Okay. Let's do real dogs and challenge David.
No.
All right, David. Laura, you can steal this.
Okay.
Janelle and David have used their steals. David, what breed of dog has been the most popular breed in the United States for the past 30 years and was first bred in England but is named for a Canadian province?
Labrador Retriever.
That is correct, David Barron. So, David, you were saying earlier that you're going to be terrible at this game,
Yeah.
and you were going to have a hard time coming up with the answers. So that was all baloney. Is that what?
Well, you got to psych out the competition. I
Ah,
suppose.
Yes, it's
but
working.
you only told that to me. That's the
Yeah, I
weird-
know, but you know.
Right. Well, David, it's now your turn.
Okay. Places
Hmm.
for Karen.
All right, Karen. Laura, you can steal this.
Okay.
Places. Karen, what country was the home of Bluey, the longest lived dog ever? I mean, officially known to be the longest lived dog ever. Lived for 29 years and is the home of the dingo.
Australia.
That is correct, Karen. Very, very good.
What kind of dog lived 29 years?
It was an Australian cattle dog. I would have told you that in the question if it didn't give away the answer.
Good to know.
Janelle, it is now your turn.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's go with fictional cats.
Fictional cats.
To Laura.
All right, Laura. All right, Karen, you still have not used your steal, so you could steal this. Fictional cats. Laura, what fictional cat was voiced by Bill Murray in 2 films and is the star and namesake of the world's most widely syndicated comic strip?
I hope it's Garfield.
I hope it's Garfield too. Let me check. Yes, it is Garfield. Very, very good, Laura.
This was one of those moments of, I know the answer, but I can't get it out.
I can picture him, but I can't think of his name.
Exactly.
Can't have all the points, David.
Yeah.
I couldn't steal, but I was kind of dying there.
Laura, it is your turn now. This is the last thing that's worth 20 points.
Okay. Can I pick one myself, or do I have to always challenge somebody?
You always have to challenge someone else. Wouldn't it be nice to pick the easy one? No.
Oh, okay. And I can answer it myself, or?
No. You can keep asking that, but it's still going to be no.
Oh yeah, the challenger can't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna challenge Janelle to other animals.
Other animals. All right, Karen, you can steal this. David is used to steal other animals. Janelle, Riley, let me ask you a question. What animal has the longest eyelashes and
Sorry, the longest what?
eyelashes?
Oh, thank you.
The longest eyelashes and the longest nose.
I'm going to guess the elephant.
That is correct. Very,
The
very,
last
very.
part gave it away, but then I was like, it's too obvious.
Ah, yes, no. Obvious is often the way to go. The elephant is the answer. And now we're going to take a quick pause because everything is now worth 30 points, and the mystery question is now worth 60 points. So, lovely disembodied voice, where are we in terms of the score?
Well, it is a tight race, John. Karen has 20, Janelle and Laura are tied with 30, and David has 40.
Get him.
David is 40 points. And right now, and Karen and Laura both have their steals. There are more points actually on the board now than there were in the first 8 questions. This is the time when things really can switch around. So I just wanted to give everybody a moment to pause and think about their strategy if they actually have one. And over the course of, we've been doing this for almost a year now, and I can tell you that having a strategy seems to make absolutely no difference.
Good.
Karen,
Thank God.
Karen, what's she gonna do?
Okay, let's see. I think I will do theater
Yeah.
for Janelle.
Ooh, oh boy, if I get this wrong.
I know. Very embarrassing. It'll be very embarrassing. All right. So Laura, again, you have a steal left. You could steal this. Janelle, theater. What musical won 7 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, and was turned into a movie in 2019 that won 6 Golden Raspberries, including Worst Picture?
God, okay. One best. I'm trying to think of any musicals that came out in 2019.
No, it won 7 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. It did not come that yeah. That was the theater part, and then turned into a movie in 2019.
That wasn't good.
According to the Golden
Cats?
Raspberries.
Was it Cats?
It was Cats.
That was 2019. Oh my God, that's so long ago.
Well, last year it lasted a decade, but it
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God, that was so obvious. I am really not with it today.
Oh.
you got it right. You should
I
have
know.
got it
It should have been a no-brainer.
EC and AC before COVID and after COVID.
Yeah, exactly. And then there
I
was
was
during COVID, which is the all right, David,
Yes.
your turn. There are 3 topics left: fictional dogs, the easy question, and the mystery question.
Let's go mystery question
Worth 60 points.
worth 60
Mhm.
and Janelle.
All right,
Trying to
Because
make
you
me
have
lose
60
points.
points.
Yeah.
All right, the mystery question. Laura,
Yep.
and you could steal this.
Okay.
Feel it.
Mystery question.
I steal it? I haven't stolen.
You're right, Karen. Sorry. Karen and Laura can both steal. Sorry, Karen. You can steal.
Someone steal this so I
But
don't.
just to be clear, if nobody gets it right, I get the points.
Well, here's what could happen is that somebody could try and steal it and get the wrong answer. Then we take 60 points away from them. And Janelle gets a chance to try and answer. She gets it wrong. You get 120 points, or she gets 120 points.
It's a big
Oh
gamble.
my goodness,
Yeah.
this is too much math for me.
Yeah, this is. I like to call this the bomb cyclone possibility question.
David
Love
had-
it.
A lot at stake. You guys ready?
Yep.
What family makes more than half of the world's pet food and makes M&Ms, Snickers, Skittles, and Wrigley's gum?
Hey, I'm at the bottom. I'll steal it.
Steal it, please.
You gonna say I know it?
I know it.
What is it, Karen?
The Wrigley family.
The Wrigley family. My goodness, that's a really good guess. And it makes it even more exciting because that is incorrect. That's 60 points away from Karen.
Am I going to be the first person to go in the hole on this show?
No, not at all. Not even
Oh,
close to the first
good.
person. But
Okay, good.
you might be in the hole, but no. And people who have had negative points going into the challenge, the elimination round, have won. So it's never too late. Janelle, if you can get this right,
Mars?
that is correct. That's 120 points.
I wanted to say Hershey, and I was like, it's not Hershey. What is the name of that place?
The Mars
Well
family.
done.
It's the 6th largest privately held company
Right.
in the world,
Yeah.
and they make all the candy. And I was going to put them.
How'd
in
they
a
get
question.
that gum?
I found it. Well, they bought all those things. They invented M&Ms and Snickers and Mars bars. Then they bought Wrigley's, and they just make a lot of candy. And now, in the past decade, they've bought like all of the pet food and
Yeah.
DPA, and a whole bunch of animal hospitals. So now they're not only making candy, they're making dog food. Hope they don't make it in the same factory.
Good.
Now, Riley, it is now your turn.
Hey.
After winning 120 points.
I guess what do we have left? Well, let's do fictional dogs, and let's give Karen a chance to get some
Oh,
points.
thank you. I have my good luck charm here.
Fictional dogs.
Hello,
Laura, again,
Kitty.
you are the only person who's got to steal. If you use your steal, everybody gets to steal back to the easy question, which will be very exciting. And it's fictional dogs for Karen.
Okay.
Karen, what kind of dog is Marmaduke and Scooby-Doo?
They are Great Danes.
Up. Karen, Laura said, I know it, I think. Did you say I know it, Laura?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that Laura said I know it before you said Great Dane. So, Laura, what is the
I
answer?
was saying they.
Yeah, I was saying Great Dane at the same time.
Oh, you said Great Dane?
Yeah.
Laura stole that.
I said I know a Great Dane like that.
All right, great.
That was
All right,
good.
Karen. Laura, is now your turn. Easy question. Everybody's got to steal now. Who are you going to challenge with that easy question?
I'm gonna challenge.
Wait. Before you do that, Does the person who is challenged have to say, I know it?
No,
Okay.
No, they just shout it out.
no, but it's a good idea to say I know it, because then you basically preclude anybody from getting it, which I
Okay.
really should have explained at the beginning of the game. But so I'll explain it now. So Laura, you're going to challenge somebody. If you're challenged and you think you know it, the smart thing to do is to say I know it, and then if you say that before anybody else, then you get to answer before they. But if you shout out the answer, but somebody else said I know it before you shouted out the answer, they heard your answer, which didn't make a difference in this particular case. But yes,
Yeah.
so that's the best thing to do is say I know it if you know it, no matter what.
Oh, just wait. Okay.
Yeah. So but Laura, who are you going to assign this easy question to?
Okay. So let's see. So the parameters of this are, and nobody has steals left, or do we? all-
Everybody has a steal.
Everybody has a steal now.
Everybody got their steals back. Because
Okay,
you
I
were
will-
the last person to not steal, and you stole.
I'm gonna give this one to Janelle.
All right, Janelle. David and
Everyone wants to
Karen
see
can
me
steal.
fail.
Laura, you can't steal because you're the challenger. So everybody else could steal by saying I know it. Be ready to say I know it when you know it. What comic strip dog was the NASA mascot for safety during the Apollo program and belongs to Charlie Brown?
Snoopy.
I know it.
Janelle said I know it. What is it?
Snoopy.
Snoopy. That is correct.
You know, before you even asked the question, I was going to say Snoopy, just to be a wise ass.
Well, that would have been probably a good guess. Actually. I mean, I actually thought someone was going to do that. What comic? The easy question. What comic strip dog?
Stupid. Yeah.
Clifford.
Very good. All right, let's take a look at where we are. Lovely disembodied voice. What are the standings now? David was doing so
Oh,
well
just
before.
rub it in.
Obviously, in
I know.
first place. What's going on now?
Well, we actually have a 250-point spread here tonight. So Karen is in fourth place. David is in third place. Laura is in second place. And Janelle is in first place with 210 points.
You're lucky.
10 points. That might be a record.
A spread record. Yeah.
Well, I'm almost certain it's a spread record, but I think it might be a record for points. So congratulations, Janelle. That was
Well, I should thank David because he gave me those 60.
Well, you should. I think you should also thank Karen because
We
she
should.
60. I mean, it cost her a lot more than it cost David. So I think you should send her some chocolate at the very least.
From the Mars Company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a Snickers bar. So before we move on to the elimination round, I just want to give everybody a chance to talk about and tell our audience, our gigantic audience at home. Sometimes we have up to 30 people watching on the YouTube channel. And anything you want to tell the world about? I'll start off. The first thing I want to tell the world about is that you can buy this game at youknowitthegame.com. It's a card game that came before the game show. So it's not approximating the game show. The game show is approximating the card game. It's a fantastically fun game. People really love it. It turned out really great, and I'm very, very proud of it. So go and buy it for Pete's sake. I think yes, there's still a discount going on. If you use the word spring, you get 20% off. So go get yourself a copy of that. The other thing is, my brother Rob is a super duper talented musician, an even better singer, and an even better songwriter. And he found a bunch of material that my grandmother wrote down, some folk songs that she wrote down. He found the lyrics and he created an album called Meme and Me. And I'm going to put the link in the thing. I just want to do a shout out for that because he's running the side game. So, and we'll talk about who won the side game in a minute. So, David, do you have anything you want to tell the people about?
I'll be needing a job soon,
Okay.
which is sort of fun. And I have two very bad dogs who are 11 and 10 or 12 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
And one very skittish, very, very large, very, very furry cat.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, that was just.
I have nothing to promote.
Nothing to plug. That
I'm
was
just
more about-
nothing to plug,
That's what.
unless you want to hire me. right? That's my plug.
Listen, I recommend anybody who's got anything to do should hire David Barron. He will do it very, very well, in my experience. Janelle is saying, raising her hand. I think she wants to hire David.
No, I was saying David said he's not great at math though, so avoid math jobs.
No,
Probably.
I don't. I think no. Yeah, I think he's fine at math. I mean, most math. He might not be good at calculus, but who uses calculus?
Yeah, you can follow me on all the various social handles at Janelle Riley at Janelle Riley. I would just say adopt, don't shop. I don't actually have any dogs of my own, which might surprise some people because I'm always mothering random dogs and posing with them. But those are actually not mine. But I will be spending a couple weeks with one when I dog sit next week. So I am super excited.
Excellent, fantastic, Karen.
Well, I love adopt, don't shop. My plug was going to be exactly that. And I was just going to say for all those people who want breeds, there are breed rescues for every dog. And you can get whatever you want that way. And I will also plug pit bulls, which are great dogs. And I have 4 cats. They're great
4
too.
cats.
Yeah.
Fantastic. How about you, Laura?
Oh my gosh, so much stuff. So I have a Facebook fundraiser right now for Laura Evans, if you can find me on Facebook, for the Leroy Project. I also have a website, theleroyproject.com. The actual donation button is not working, but it will be soon. And
Laura, you told us about the Leroy Project before we started on the YouTube. So could you tell us the people on YouTube about the Leroy Project a little bit?
yeah, the Leroy Project is it's a nonprofit that elevates the shelter experience for the animals who are in the shelters and for the people who come to potentially adopt them. So we just go and make them look nicer and more pleasant to interact in and get the animals off the street and into your homes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, great. And
Yeah.
now, lovely disembodied voice, do we have a winner of the side game?
Yes, we have Deborah has won 1 round and Robert has won 3 rounds. So Robert is the winner of the side game tonight.
Oh,
Congratulations.
fantastic. Congratulations to Robert. People play along on YouTube, and my brother takes care of that. And his name is Robert. So it might be, oh, yeah. So, yeah. In fact, I got I got a note. There wasn't a side game. So that was, yeah, but thanks for telling me that it was Robert. Robert won. All right, great. Yes, it is. Oh, there is a side game. I'm sorry. So Robert won. Fantastic. All right. So this is how it works. Since Janelle, since you're in first place, you're going to get a pass to get to the finals.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry until you just wait in the octagon, have a sandwich, and eventually a beaten up competitor will come and try and challenge you for the throne.
Okay.
Laura, you came in second, so that means you go to the semifinal automatically, where you wait to find out who wins between Karen and David. Okay, so
Okay.
if Laura and Janelle, if you could turn off your cameras for just a second.
Yep.
And now, David and Karen, you're going to take a look at the topics and lovely disembodied voice. For those of us who can't read very well, could you tell us what the topics are?
Absolutely, John. The topics for tonight's final round are characters, astronomy, music, and movie stars.
All right, fantastic. So the way this works is going to be David gets to pick the topic. I'm going to read 5 clues that in my mind are of descending difficulty. Whoever says, I know it first gets to answer. If you answer correctly, you go on to face Laura. If you answer incorrectly, then your opponent goes on to face Laura. So David Barron, what topic are you going to pick?
Music.
Music. All righty. What composer has a crater on Mercury and an asteroid named after him, and was born in Bonn and was the subject of a 1956 Chuck Berry hit. And
I know it.
David, what is it?
Beethoven.
Beethoven is correct. That is correct. Very, very good. Namesake of a Saint Bernard who starred in 2 movies with Charles Grodin. Beethoven.
You.
I made a
Sorry,
fatal
Stuart.
mistake. I forgot to say you know it, or I know it.
Did you say it?
I said
I-
Beethoven. I didn't say I know it. So I'm
Oh, I'm
disqualified.
I didn't hear you.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
It would be really unfair of me to go on after being in the whole 40 points.
No, it's not unfair. No, it all starts anew, unless you've been eliminated, which unfortunately you have been. So sorry. So if you don't go away. But if you just turn off your camera, and then Laura, if you could turn on your camera and face David Barron, who's on a tear, and Laura, now you get to choose from the remaining topics, which are characters, astronomy, and movie stars.
Okay. So in this round, I can answer or no?
Yes, you can answer.
Okay. I will pick movie stars.
Movie stars. Okay. So the way it goes is I'm going to read a bunch of clues. As soon as you know who it is or think you know who it is, you say, I know it.
Okay.
If you get it right, then you move on to face Janelle. If you
Okay.
get it wrong, then your opponent moves on to face Janelle in the final.
Okay.
Hollywood or movie stars. What dog has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 1627 Vine Street and got the most votes for Best Actor on the very first Oscar balloting, so that the Academy changed its rules to get a human winner, and is mentioned in the Diary of Anne Frank, and was rescued on a French battlefield during World War I.
I know it.
I know.
David Barron said, I know it first. Who is it, David Barron?
Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin. Oh, I am sorry to say, Laura, that is correct. David has won. It is Rin Tin Tin. He was the biggest box office draw of the 20s.
Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And he won. He handily was voted Best Actor on the first Oscar ballot. Very, very, very funny.
Ugh, you got to go with your gut when you. Yeah.
Was that, Laura, was that where you were headed?
Yeah. And then I started thinking maybe it's Lassie, and then I vacillated. So you just got to go when you know it. You just got to say it.
Yep. You just got to go for it.
Just got to go for it.
Yeah. So Rin Tin Tin is subject of a great book by Orlean, the woman who wrote The Orchid Thief, whose first name is
Susan.
Susan Orlean. Yes, great book. And the weird thing is, so I tried to watch a couple of Rin Tin Tin shorts, and Rin Tin Tin was a very dark German Shepherd, you know. And
I think Rin Tin Tin was actually a Belgian. What's the,
he was a German Shepherd.
wasn't a Malinois
Yeah.
Mal.
No, he was, but he was dark, and it's a black
He was
and white
dark.
film, and it's an old black and white film. So you're like, why is this particular animal appealing? I can't see it. Anyway, David Barron, you're now facing Janelle Riley. Laura, if you could turn
I'm
off
in
your camera
trouble
for just a
now.
second. Yes, you're in trouble now. All right, so this is the final, so it's slightly different. Basically, you pick from one of these topics, Janelle, but you have to get it right. You can't have, in order to win the game, you have to get it right. So if one of you says, I know it, and you get it wrong, the other person gets a chance to answer. If you both get it wrong, then we'll try the other topic.
So
Janelle, you get to choose between characters and astronomy.
Thank God we are going with characters.
Characters. All right, here it is. For all of the marbles, what fictional character first appeared in the first issue of Batman in 1940 and did not appear for 12 years after being mentioned by name in Dr. Frederick Wertham's 1954 anti-comics book, Screed, Seduction of the Innocent, and his alter ego, Selena Kyle.
I know it.
What is it, Janelle?
The Catwoman?
It is Catwoman! Yes, it is. Very, very good. Janelle hangs on to the lead and wins the game, but it's not official yet. It's not official yet. We have to check with the powers that be. We have to invite all of the other contestants to turn their video cameras back on.
I almost just said Joker because I
I almost said Joker too, yeah.
Yeah, Batman first appeared in Detective Comics, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. But then Catwoman appeared when he had his own comic book, Batman, in 1940. Lovely disembodied voice. Can you tell us who the actual winner is?
Yes, John. Tonight I'm congratulating Janelle Riley. Congratulations, Janelle. You are the winner because you know it.
You all know it. Very, very, very good. That was a very good game, and thank you very much for playing. It's really lovely, yeah, everybody take care of the dogs and cats because they love us. So I want to say, if you're watching this, please subscribe. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at You Know What the Game, and Instagram, and on Facebook, and you can go to youknowwhatthegame.com and buy yourself a copy of the game. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, next week we're going to go off. We're going to be off next week, but the week after that, or maybe the week after that, I'm not sure. So subscribe and go to youknowwhatthegame.com and get on our mailing list to find out what the next thing is. But we are coming up on our 1-year anniversary, so we're trying to figure out what kind of great thing we can do. And if you're watching this at home and you want to be a contestant, send us an email. Or if you have ideas for contestants or you have something you want to see, we're very excited. This is great for the whole year. We've been doing this remotely. Maybe we'll start to do it somehow other way, or maybe, I don't know, we'll change things up, or maybe we won't. But anyway, we're very excited about that. The beginning of June marks our 1-year anniversary of doing You Know It. Is there anything else, lovely disembodied voice, that I'm forgetting?
John, remember, it's not what you know. It's who you know and what you know that they don't know.
That's cute.
And then anything else?
Say good night, John.
Good night, John.
Good night, John.
Hit it, Tristan.
Nice, Ellen.
Here we go. You know it. You know it. You know it. Do you? Hey! You know it.
That was sweet.
Great job, everybody. That was
So
so
fun.
fun.
That was so fun.